just you and
All right, now we're going to be talking about community cloud deployments. We're going to talk about those key characteristics that differentiate the community cloud from the other deployment models we've discussed. And why would an organization want to use a community cloud? What's the business justification for use of community cloud? And then what are the benefits and limitations of the community cloud? I really think this is kind of an interesting cloud deployment model, and I hope you agree. In the community cloud, one affiliation group of organizations is really sharing cloud infrastructure. And in most cases, that underlying infrastructure is also owned and administered by that affiliated group. Now, this results in dispersed administration. There isn't always one cloud provider administering all the underlying cloud infrastructure. Each group is maintaining potentially its piece of the cloud infrastructure or application, and other members of this group get to share and utilize these resources. And you might be asking, well, how does this happen? How do I get to be part of the community? Well, that's exactly how the community cloud is set up. It's typically one group or organization or set of companies that work together in tandem, such as like there are research organizations that coordinate and share data or applications together in a community cloud. There are some instances where private cloud providers provide a community cloud service. One of the examples of this is like AWS provides a FedRAMP, a federal cloud, and this is a big business opportunity in community cloud. For example, in 2020, the U.S. government granted a contract to Microsoft to host their government cloud, and that contract was worth a cool $10 billion. Now you might say, wait, why is the government utilizing a community cloud? Well, one of the advantages is in terms of security and compliance. With all the organizations using the cloud, sharing some of the same regulatory and compliance obligations, there can be standardization across the community cloud. As we've seen in the other cloud models, the reliance and regulatory burden can be very different depending on who's using the cloud, their business model. But in the community cloud, because most of the organizations share the same exact mission, there can be standardization of those controls, which grants a higher level of security and compliance within the cloud environment. And you really see this in that FedRAMP example. We'll go into what FedRAMP is, but it's a standard for maintaining federal information security-based cloud systems. And that was applied across both, I guess, Amazon and Microsoft's government cloud both have this, and we're battling it out to see who was going to get this $10 billion contract. And typically, the cost of the community cloud is lower because all these organizations are sort of sharing alike, and they're bearing the cost of administering the cloud and its resources. But overall, the main characteristic, a common set of organizations that have a common mission or underlying security concerns share in the administrative costs of maintaining the cloud, or they engage a provider who provides the cloud only to a distinct set of organizations that have a common goal or affiliation in mind. Quiz question: which of the following is the most significant difference between community cloud and public cloud deployments? Is it shared costs, shared services, or organization affiliation? If you said organizational affiliation, you'd be correct. That's really the common denominator amongst how community clouds work. There's a shared mission or connection amongst the organizations that participate in the community cloud. All right, in this module, we talked about the characteristics of the community cloud, as well as the business case for using the community cloud. And this, we talked about the example of federal government agencies utilizing a secure community cloud because of their very high need for security and compliance adherence in the cloud. All right, I'll see you in the next module.